there's no passion to look at the UFO reverse engineer technology and see what we can gain from it. And that's why a lot of inventors go rogue. They go, and when you say rogue, I don't know if you mean, foreign countries or even, criminal levels or black ops, or if you just simply mean,
Be anything from rogue corporations to rogue nations.
Right. Okay. It's a very good point. We will lose if we don't fund this technology.
Hi. I was interested in hearing a little bit more about the black triangles that you said you got confirmation about, I guess, through Lockheed maybe, or?
Yeah. I mean, let's go back to the Phoenix lights. I mean, the eyewitnesses, it said it wasn't a formation. They saw it black out the sky. But the first witnesses were in northern Arizona. And last year I showed videotape of Boyd Bushman, who's been at Lockheed for 20 years. You can search his name on the U.S. Patent Office and see all these Lockheed patents. He's not lying. He said they moved a big part of Area 51 to Tooele, Utah. And Tooele, Utah is just north of where the first sightings of the black triangle that was over Phoenix appeared. And it stops right over Goodyear, Arizona, and Lockheed Martin is right down there. I mean, it's hard for us to imagine that we have craft that big. But if you understand how anti-gravity works, it makes perfect sense that we could have a craft any size. And Lockheed builds black triangles, the B-1, the F-117, the B-2 bomber. They're all black triangles, and that was a black triangle. I know it's hard to believe. It's just that we can't imagine where would they park the thing, right? Tooele, Utah. It's a big open desert out there, and I don't think the Mormons really care about scrapping around the desert like people do in Nevada. So,
are you familiar with the famous wood carving that was done in 1566 regarding the event in 1561, 5 years earlier, over Nuremberg, Germany?
No, I haven't seen that wooden carving, but I have seen the carvings from South America and Peru that look like the space shuttle, and I've seen things like that.
The one in 1566 in Nuremberg, Germany, it shows a city at the bottom, and it's an event in the sky, and it has those tubular, I guess, tube-like, cigar-like looking UFOs. Jaime showed video earlier of orbs coming out of them. It shows tubes with orbs inside them and even orbs coming out of them, multiple different ones.
Right, I've seen that video.
Yeah, it's a picture. Apparently, what happened, more or less, the long story short, is that I guess white orbs were fighting black orbs, and they had some kind of battle, and it was real crazy. And then at the end of it, a huge black spear, triangle-shaped spear, flew over real slow and silent, and that was the story. The whole thing takes place in one picture that this guy carved on wood, so it's kind of a busy picture, but it was an event that took place over Nuremberg, 500 years ago.
Wow.
And I was wondering, or I always kind of thought that black spear thing that was described in that wood carving, maybe that's the same kind of thing that flew over Phoenix, but you're saying that maybe a mile-wide craft is possible. So we may...
Yeah, I don't have confirmation that the Phoenix lights was Lockheed. I suspect that. But I know for just pure logic, understanding this beam weapon and how powerful it is, and how it's more classified than the atomic bomb. Nobody will ever know how the thing works, even though it's incredibly simple, apparently. Atomic bomb is very, very simple, too. It's just hard to get the plutonium. But there's no doubt that there is a Star Wars going on. And I've heard stories just like you said, white craft and black craft fighting, and even beings fighting. I know my wife's cousin, he's in high school right now, and he's training to be a fighter pilot. He wants to be a fighter pilot in the future. He saw a UFO in the sky. He's seen them several times, and he saw this black kind of, the flying men from Mexico? He saw one of those, and then this white being came upon it and just destroyed it and dissolved it into nothing. And he saw this on the roof of somebody's house in California. There's no doubt, the more you look at even the Space Shuttle Columbia incident, which I've shown before, the photographs that show the beam weapon coming in and making a sharp right angle turn and striking the Columbia, there is a Star Wars going on. And I have theories about it. I mean, maybe ETs are fighting over who gets Earth next. It's pretty obvious we're going to destroy the place. We don't respect our environment. There's trash all over the lawn outside of the casino, and there's trash in the rivers. People don't really care about the environment that much. Not the majority. It's the minority who really care. And they're probably thinking these humans are going to blow themselves up and have a war, and who gets Earth next? And then so one ET race calls dibs, and the other one shows up later and says, no, it's mine, and then they start shooting each other. That's just a wacky theory that I have. I don't know. All right, thank you very much,
Thanks, guys.
everybody. We'll see you at